Hello, welcome to another live Google Hangout on the Living Income Guaranteed. And today we're going to be discussing the use of social change. Throughout these Hangouts, we have had many people discussing about activism, a lot of these movements outside of the system, many long, very experienced people in the realm of activism. But today we're discussing about the youngsters, young people that are deciding to be part of the social change through being part of institutions, schools, in the government, programs in order to promote change, a change of awareness in our society. And today we're going to be discussing with a young activist who already has quite a long list of associations, institutions, programs, leadership processes that she's walked at her 23 years of age. And she's proudly from Mexico, from where I'm from. So I'm very glad to welcome Gisela Pérez. So welcome to the Hangout.
Hey, hi. Thank you for the invitation. Yeah.
So to all of our viewers, I'd like to remind you that you have the ability to place questions and comments for Gisela throughout our live transmission. So let's start with you sharing a bit about yourself. Right now, you already have quite an experience in this realm of activism, but tell us a little bit about of when did it start, this notion of I want to change the world? What motivated you to do this? And how old were you when you started?
Well, I think the most important point that I realized that I wanted to do this, I was like 18 years, yeah, so 5 years ago. And someday I just woke up and I said, I want to change the world, it was like that, just like that. I woke up and I have this different kind of conscience, and there was that was the point.
So in essence, it came to you as a sudden idea. And how did you decide to walk it? Like, where did you go first, or what did you start looking for?
Okay.
Because many people get this idea of I want to change the world, but what now? So what did you do?
um well, I thought that I wanted to make my own organization, my own project, because there's a lot of organizations and projects, but I wanted to do something with my ideas, and I said, well, if you want to change the world, make some little stuff, because if you do that, you can change a life, and if you can change a life, you can change the world, because life of the people is it's about little moment, and if you can't do something um, positive in a moment of the life of someone, you can change his life, and if you can change a lot of lives, you can change the world. So I make my own project to motivate people about the little things that can change the world.
So in this, you have given many talks and to students, for example. And can you share a little bit about this dynamic of how you start engaging with people? Because this is something that, how do you start doing this? How do you engage with a public that is expecting you to talk to them and walk them into change? So can you share with us, how do you do this? What kind of ideas do you bring to them?
Well, I didn't know how it happens, but someone called me and says, "Hey, Gisela, do you want to uh, say something to this these people?" I was like, "Okay, but about what? I mean," and I talk about leadership and well, the migrants and how that you can change the world about things that you can do in your society. And there's a lot of is like how does it say that well, there's a lot of talks that I can do. So they told me that what they want me to do, and I just like, okay, I can do that. And about leadership, I work with the conscience. I said to the young people that you have to be conscious about you and about the world, so you can understand it. Because if you don't interest about the world and you don't know you even, uh, a lot of people can tell you or can tell you that something is going on, that this is wrong, that this is right, and you can, and if you, because you're not conscious, um, you believe that, and that's why the people it's walking around with a lot of issues and a lot of lies that they think are true.
A lot of what you do is also exposing the media and how, in essence, as you're mentioning, they feed lies, and how people are not aware of this because there is no true media. You had your own program, your own radio show called Zona de Paz or Peace Zone here in Puebla. So, can you share about what kind of content, what kind of programs would you do in the radio?
Well, I used to 2 years ago. It goes out of the the station, Puebla Comunicaciones. So now we are just making some interviews and in online, yeah. But the program was about how journalists um, just give you the information, the news, but you don't make your own opinion about that notice, that about the problem. So peace journalism is about um, share news, share my opinion, and try to make you to have your opinion, and not just give you the the issues. Some because peace, bueno, Zona de Paz, it was not about sharing that magic world and everything's fine. No, something is going on outside. But there's a lot of people who is doing something to make a better world. And this is what's going on. And what do you do? What do you think about this? That was the Zona Paz.
So, in essence, it's like alternative media bringing forth people that are promoting social change or other forms of change, which is very similar to what we're doing actually here. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you're Mexican, and we haven't had someone besides me, talking about Mexico. So, can you share with us how do you see the young people in Mexico? There's like certain notions in relation to young people in general around the world being apathetic, lazy, disinterested in relation to this awareness, this global consciousness, as you call it. So, what's your perspective on Mexicans and the people that you've worked with?
Well, at first it was very like um, a lot of people, and you're trying to make this connection, and you realize that a lot of people is not interesting and it's lazy, and it goes around like, ah, everything's fine. Oh, it doesn't happen to me. It's like, man, what's going on with you, you know? But now, and the the time goes, and you know a lot of people, a lot of young people too, that have the same idea like you, and it's like, hey, where you been? I mean, I need you. uh, and I think something is happening here in Mexico. We are like very very tired of lazy people. Now, if you're lazy, if you don't do something about this world, about Mexico, about uh, union, it's like, hey man, you're wrong. No, not before. Well, before it was like, hey, you're doing something. Well, are you crazy? Nothing's going to change, no. But now everyone is like, yeah, we can do it. We can do it. And in Mexico, it's something is happening. I believe that, and I feel it because uh, um, a normal day. Um, Now you can find someone that is as crazy as you. It's not that difficult now.
That's awesome, and that's great to hear, because there's certainly like that notion that if you wanted to change the world, I mean, you and I can relate to growing up in this society that is full of, as you were mentioning in one of your conferences, like violent, dishonest, and corrupted individuals, and that's like a tag. So everyone needs to be fitting into that category of people of, well, not doing it much, just going with the flow and not attempting to change anything. So it's really great to see that this is, or of course, being challenged now, and that there's people, so to speak, waking up to this. So one of the things that you've done with one of your organizations that you belong to is work with migrants, and this is a context that I will give briefly for people. Of course, migrants coming from South America that have to cross through Mexico, riding a train that's called the Beast in order to get to
Yeah.
North America, right? So there is a spot here in Puebla where they pass through, and that's where your work and up to now enter. So can you share with us what you do in that organization and what's the name of it as well?
Yeah, the name is Ayúdalos a llegar. It's like help them to get there. And we are not like polleros. We are just like helping them uh, when they're in Mexico. um, well, there's a lot of people in the organization. I mean, everyone do can do this and be part of. Um, well, when I'm in Puebla, I work with the. Well, I try to help migrants in Apizaco, Tlaxcala, that is near from Puebla, and in Mexico, uh, now Mexico City. There's another friend that is like the leader of the project. Her name is Laura Garcia, and here in Mexico City, there's a lot of migrants, and it's like a red point in Mexico because here in the Estado de Mexico is where all the migrants from South America came, and that's the middle point in the country, and everyone is there someday, no? Then they like goes around in the country, and what we do is like give them the information about their rights, um, about uh, some telephone numbers that they can call if they have some trouble. Um, we're trying to make like a little guide, to give them the information, the ways that they can go through across Mexico. The red points, here it's very dangerous for migrants. Uh, at this point, it's like very cold, so be careful. And if you are crossing through the desert, there are some points that you can find some water, and here there's a point where you can sleep like safely. And and the most important thing that we do in this project, I think that, well, they have like this necessity to talk with with someone. So we we go and try to have this conversation, and then interview with them about what's going on, like for real, in the beast, no, what's going on, like for real, with the police here in Mexico. Um, are they giving you like the safe that their promises always, or what's going on? um, and they give us this interview, and we try to show that message, with uh, all the people. I mean, everyone can watch the video on YouTube, and that's how we try to like acercar el problema,
To make
to
people
to
be aware of the problem and to read, getting
yeah,
connection with it.
get that connection, because in a normal day you're not like, oh, I want to know about this problem, and you're not even going to to the to like the albergue.
The asylum for refugees or migrants in this case.
Yeah, and you're not going to, it's Sunday. I mean, maybe I go there. No, no, you don't do that, or not a lot of people do that. Just like someone like me and some people, and we make these videos to make this connection with people that realize that migrants are not always uh, dangerous, and they're not criminals. They just have a necessity, and some people, they're not going to USA just for this American dream. No, there's a lot of people that have their family and their company even, uh, but the criminals in their country make them to go out. Like, you have 2 days, and if you don't go, I will kill your family. Okay, I'm going out. So I don't have the papers, I don't have anything, so I need to go like this, like in the beast. There's a lot of uh, histories that we don't know, and we just think that everyone is like, oh, I'm going to because I want the American dream, and it's not true. There's a lot of people that don't want to go to USA.
That's a very clarifying thing. I mean, we mostly have the idea that they just go there because they want the big bucks, the American dream, as you say.
Yeah,
So that is also very cool that you've managed to get all these stories and sharing them. I've watched the video. It's of course in Spanish, but it also has instructions of what the migrants have to consider in their journey in terms of what to wear, where can they find these shelters, and so forth, which is, of course, very informative, considering that a lot of people have access nowadays to YouTube and these kind of videos. So in relation to this work that you do, how has it affected you in seeing what needs to be changed in this world?
Can you repeat that, please?
How has it affected you to see the situation of others, to keep going at seeing, okay, what do I need to change in order to make the lives of these people better? How can I contribute, or have other organizations that you belong to become part of continuing this work to see other changes that are needed to make people's life better, not only migrants? So can you share about
Okay,
maybe?
okay.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if there's a good thing that um, I can do, that I can uh, help. I mean, why not? you know, uh, sometimes, of course, I need to uh, go to at some point. I can help uh, everyone, but if I can do something, if I can help you in your organization, I will do it. And I'm trying to find a way um, to help a lot of organization and a lot of people with something in specific, because there's a lot of people that, hey, Gisela, you have to focus. And I was like, no, I mean, why not someday this thing and or this other. So now when I was in the university, I became like the leadership, like the leader. It goes president of the, the of the
The
school,
students
the student
association.
society, um, and in my university there's like 7,000 of students, something like that, and I became the leader, the president. So I said, okay, I I've been doing a lot of things to change the world, but I'm not happy here in my university. So I so I became this, and now I try to make a better world inside of my university. And there's a lot of students, so there's a lot of people that can help to make a better world. And that was my issue. So I try to make a lot of conscience um, in people, but it's like very difficult because I've been doing a lot of social work, and now I'm like more in the politics stuff because there's a lot of politics there, and I understand it. I understand it, and some part of me love it, but it's kind of difficult because now everyone is like, mm, she's a politic. I don't believe in her. It's like, man, I'm the same one, but I'm now working inside the system, so I can change it. I tried outside, and it's difficult. It will happen, I I help a lot of people, but maybe now let me try. If I inside, maybe I can do more. So let me try. I'm not doing anything wrong. Sometimes I think that I'm doing it because it's not what I thought about me, like I've been doing like at the end, but I'm now doing it, and I think um, we can change it inside, from the inside, and it's possible. But there's a lot of people that don't believe um, just because now I'm in the system, and it's kind of difficult.
Absolutely. And just before I continue commenting on that, just to Roberto Ortiz, he's asking, good afternoon. Is the migrants the main topic? And no, that's just one of Gisela's activism. So we passed already that subject. But if you have any comment, question, by all means, you can place it throughout our live transmission. So something that you mentioned, Gisela, is very important in terms of activism. As I mentioned in the beginning, a lot of people have come as activists from the outside, like people from Occupy and many other organizations. But being an activist in institutions, in the university, in the government, I understand that you're also part of. This is difficult for someone like you that had this idea of, I want to, as you explained in Spanish, go inside the system and make it explode. So it's very interesting and actually a great challenge that you're taking to now be there and still say to people, look, I'm still the same. I just had to take in this position. You understand the politics that goes with it, but your principles remain the same. Is this how you see it?
Yeah, and I think it's a difficult thing, uh, but when I'm at some point that I need to go back to the basics. I need to go outside and go to the beach and talk with my people, and not just sit at my office saying, we can do this and this and this and this and this. So you do this, I do this, and I talk with the director. It's not like not my thing. I can do it perfectly, but I need to go back with the people. It's like very necessary. And at this point, I told you that I need that for me, for my soul. It doesn't mean that um, in the politics I'm not good. I'm not like happy. I am, but it is very important to have
Balance, no?
these two parts about, yeah, this balance with the real world and the other real world, but with a lot of rules. And uh, I think it's normal when you need at some point to go back to your house with your family. Well, that's like, for me, that balance.
I'd like you to share about the organization that is called Somos Más Decididos, or We Are More Decided, that is in Veracruz, in your home state. And as I understand, it's an organization that has to do with creating a bridge between the most vulnerable, the most impoverished people in society in Veracruz, to create a bridge, a connection with the government. Can you share about more of this work that you do there?
Well, this organization is for a friend, a great friend that I knew like 4 years ago, and he's like uh, doing everything to make this organization like huge, and she's helping a lot of people, um, and sometimes. Well, one day I went to Veracruz and helped them to I don't even how to say it in English. We like with Tetra Pak, the boxes of the milk. We we put it in the whole house. I don't know how to say forrar.
Yeah, to
But
cover up or wrap
we,
all the walls of a house.
yeah, to cover up, yeah, the whole house from the inside, and the house in this community, it was like so little, so it's one room, like, and we cover it with this Tetra Pak, so they cannot feel a lot of the cold, because it's very cold there. um, and they only have one light, so this light now can bright more, because there's this thing covering all the house. um, and with the rain, the house will not be like
Flooded.
um, yeah, because we put the Tetra Paks in some way that the water cannot um, go inside. So there's a lot of things that the Tetra Pak make, and we do in this community. Um, and this organization help the people, but more in the politic publics, um, and they try to do this other stuff. No, when you're having this, you have an organization, you are like in politics or more in the social thing, and she with the organization make this connection and this balance, so make um, a better world, if you can, if you want to say it like that, but with the rules, and trying to make um, these things like more important in the government. Like, hey, you look at this. Here's going on this, and I'm doing this. Now, what are you doing to help me, to help the others?
So in a way, it's like making the government aware of the impoverished areas that you've visited, and through what you create as videos and as these photos, maybe then the government can look at the problem and assist you as an organization to do the work that they haven't done. So in a way, it is political, but at the same time, as you say, with social work at the same time. So in this, you have also been a representative of an association that is from Jóvenes Iberoamericanos, or people that are
Yeah,
both from Spain and also Latin America. So you're the representative from Mexico, for the sake of promoting
yeah, one of
precisely,
them. Yeah.
yeah, to promote democracy and just human rights. Can you tell us about the work that you do there?
Yeah, well, Jóvenes Iberoamericanos is like now 2 years. Yeah, you have 2 years, something like that. I became part of the team 1 year ago, um, and we're trying to make um, some projects, and but together, not just here in Mexico, not just in Argentina, in Peru. No, together we can do something that can help, um, at the same time, um, the communities in Argentina, Peru, Uruguay, etc. No, so now I said that it's just like starting, but we're trying to make people, young people, conscious about what's going on in the world, what's going on in your country. So what's the thing that's going on in your country, maybe Mexico, um, so maybe it's the same thing that is going on in Paraguay. So what we can do, what can we do together, um, everyone in their country, but to do something with this impact, you know? And we are trying to make this, um, how can I explain it? Um, well, we're just trying to share our issues, well, in our country issues, and put them in the it's kind of difficult to explain this,
You
but
can say it in Spanish and I can translate as well, so that's not a problem.
what? Sorry.
You can say it in Spanish.
Okay, thanks. Sí, o sea, estamos tratando de poner en la agenda de temas de los jóvenes eh, lo que es lo que acontece en la sociedad, ¿no? Si va a haber alguna asamblea, jóvenes iberoamericanos, puede ser un preámbulo, algún evento en el cual se vaya a tomar algún tema en específico. Nosotros podemos hacer una retroalimentación previa a lo que se va a llegar para llegar con una propuesta de proyectos, con una propuesta bien analizada de todo Iberoamérica para poder atacar algo que esté sucediendo en todos estos países y llevarlo a un proyecto que pueda impactar de manera general.
Okay, so she says that what they're trying to do is to create these agendas where projects that involved similar problems that are found in Spain and Latin America, and that they can create these congresses or conferences so that people can, young people specifically, can come and share in there and be part of this, like having it as a common thing in their daily schedules, so to speak. So in this, Gisela, what do you see is still needed for more of these changes or these associations to have more effect, to reach out to more people? Nowadays, there's the internet, which I know you use as well. What else do you see is needed, or what would you like um, uh, to happen, in terms of people that can get in contact with more organizations? Or what would you see is needed from people to keep going in this world change process?
Um, I think that, like I said before, we have to back to the basics. Um, if we are the human beings that we are, and we need to go back to be human. If you can realize that you are a human being in this world, that's all we need, to be conscious about how do I want to live here. If I want to be human being that uh, at some point is going to die for something and it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter to me how I live, of course you will not be interested in help the others to make this a better world, because if you don't think about you, how would you be um, that conscious to think for the others? That's simple. We need more humans in this world. That's simple.
I agree with you in the sense that the organizations are ones that humans, as you were saying, people that have realized I belong to this world, my actions affect to the whole, unite to do some particular projects. But the first step, I fully agree, is that realizing I have to do something, I have to be part of it. And there are things that some people like the most, like you seem to enjoy more the social work, for example. Others like the communication. Other people like directly manufacturing something that is used by certain people for the same purpose. So in essence, it's about, I agree, realizing that we have to act now, and that we have to be part of that common sense of we are one world. It's not just Mexico, it's not just Latin America or things like that. We're all part of the same world, and we have to wake up each other. We have to help each other to wake up, in essence. So how can people reach out to you? How can they contact you also, for people watching here in Mexico, so that whoever gets inspired by this discussion and wants to contact you or be part of one of these organizations can reach you?
Well, with my Facebook, Gisela Pérez, and Ayúdalos a llegar, help them to get there. You can find it it's a group in Facebook too, and Mundo con Iniciativa, and Zona de Paz. They are in Facebook too, so it's not that difficult. And my email, better, gisela.apf@gmail.com, gisela.apf
At
at
Gmail. We can leave the links
gmail.com. Yeah,
to also at the end of the
yeah,
hangout.
please.
And also, as a last point, what are your future projects? Do you have any idea, or what is your intent? Where are you going in this? Because you're quite young and already gathering a lot of experience. So is there something particular that you want to do, or any project that you want to uh, start or begin?
Well, I think the dream from everyone is like, well, in this thing like activism, that at some point someone pay me for this, but I'm just finished the university, so well, I needed to, so I am going to find some good job to um to still making this, but now, like, at this point, I want to do this. um I don't know, I don't have like a new project. I want to be sure that all my projects are balanced, and now I will have a job, so it wouldn't be like that easily. So I
That
don't
is
know, maybe, sorry.
that
Well,
is a
maybe,
common problem at the same time, with many people that think I have a job now, I cannot be doing what I was doing maybe when I was younger or when having more time as a student. But I think that when you decide to make the time, it's also becomes part of your routine, to keep at it, even if you have, just to make your to have a job, a regular job as everyone else, as you say.
yeah, and at this point, is like, what I said. If you love what, it doesn't matter if you're like an activist. It doesn't matter if you are working in politics, if you are a teacher, if you are whatever. If you love what you're doing, you will have this thing, that desire to make a better world, because I'm doing what I love, and if I love it, I want to make it like good and the better. I want to be the better one. Um, so if you love what you do, it doesn't matter if it's social, politic, whatever. You're doing your best, and that's what we need. That's the only thing we need. Do your best. Love what you do, and be a better human being. If you do what you love, you'll be a happy person, and we need a lot of happy people in this world. You know. So I want to find this job uh, the job that I love. I don't know even know what, but something that can let me um, help the others and help my community or make conscience in people and something. And if I can work with something like that, I think I will be one of the happiest.
That is actually very cool, but I like what you say, that doesn't matter where you are, just do your best, be the best that human being that you can be, and that really changes the world. And I think that that is a very valuable message, and thank you for being part of it and for having that passion. We need more people like you, definitely, not only in Mexico but around the world. So thanks a lot for sharing, Gisela.
Thank you. Like I thanks for the wait because it takes a lot of time to make this a reality. But thank you for
Yeah,
your time.
that's great. No worries. We have patience for these things. So, um,
Yes,
thank you very
totally.
much,
It's
and
worth it.
keep up the great work as well. And we will keep in contact with you maybe in some more years to see where you're at. So, to you,
Yeah,
the viewer,
why not?
thank you for watching, and also to you, Gisela, for your time. See you some other time. So, goodbye. Adios.
Bye.